Chandima, what do you think about quality over speed when it comes to development?
Actually, it's a good topic to discuss something,
Mm-hmm.
but right now I believe that quality and speed is not two words with used parallel, because if you try to deliver something very speed way, I don't think there is a good quality on that code, especially when development. So my thought is when it comes to development, especially there should be a speed, because without having a speed we cannot do anything on that due date or the deadline. Somehow with that speed we have to maintain a good quality.
Yeah, exactly. So that means, let's say, things have to be flowing in a good.
It should be
good
in a
speed,
proper way.
In a proper way, in a good speed. Not like lazily doing something and then waiting. Not like that. Yeah. So, there should be productivity, and speed should be achieved through productivity, not by setting hard deadlines and those stuff.
Yes, because if you are trying to do something, let's say we can do the same thing within an hour, or we can take 10 hours, but the productivity is in that 1 hour, because it's not going to be a rushed one. The dev can do freely, but somehow there is a good productivity. But if that guy or girl took 10 hours for the same thing, there's output, but there is no productivity.
There's no productivity.
Yes, because there should be quality with that specific speed, not very speed.
Actually, there are a lot of things that can define the quality of a project. Yeah, let's take some examples now. We have some examples from our own experience.
So many experiences.
Yeah, that's why we took this project also. The main thing is, to tell you the truth, recently we got a project. That project was previously done by another developer, and
we cannot say it's done, it's just a half done in between that.
Yeah, half done in between that. Yeah, in a separate state, I don't know what. Actually, the company, they have given it to the previous developers had given it to the client, saying, okay, everything's done, right? But when we take the project, when the client tried to test the project, there were bugs, like thousands of bugs. This is not working, that is not working. Yeah. When we took the project and we checked the code, the reason for the bugs, they are totally clear.
It's just not kind of a code, it's kind of a story, because there are so many hidden points, so many overacting things likewise.
Yeah. Actually, for a project to go bad like that, there are a couple of things that can happen. So the first thing is deadlines.
Yes.
Hard deadlines implemented by the management without the proper consultation of the developers. So the people who are working, the developers should say, okay, they should be involved in the deadline setting.
The estimation.
Yeah, estimation. Yes. So otherwise, things are going to go haywire. Like, for example, a very public example, take Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
What happened there?
According to myself, I just tried to play that game on the first instance.
Are you tried to?
Yes,
okay, from
but
this letter?
No, not this one.
You hold on.
No, it's from my friend's one. But when we are trying to start the game, we cannot do that. Tried several times. Then after fixing several things using cracks and EL files, we fixed that. But we cannot play the game on the experience way, because we just have to drop everything to the basic level.
Yeah.
But somehow after several fixes, some mid-range laptops can play the game. So
yeah, I heard
it was
that,
not a good experience.
It was working quite okay in the PC, but on consoles there were like a lot of bugs.
Maybe because I don't have any experience with consoles, because I'm just a PC.
I just read that there were some packers which amount to about 50 GB.
Yes, sometimes more than that.
Sometimes more than that. Okay. So yeah.
So as the first instance, the game was around 50 to 60 GB. But if you are trying to add some patch, especially take the size of the game, it was not going to happen. It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing, yeah.
Because like you are trying to, first you buy the game, again you have to buy that one again. So after several times, you take when think about the capacity, you take the same game 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. So if you take the backstory of that, I heard that it has been in development for about 9 years or something, right? So the problem is, is that Vista? I can't remember. Anyway.
Somehow it was very big news
Yeah.
There is a game called Cyberpunk and it reveals the future of the world likewise.
Yeah, if you take the history of that company, the company which created the Cyberpunk, they had similar incidents in the past also. I mean, they are the ones who developed the Witcher game. It also had issues like that. So the thing is, the management, founders, they were mostly marketing people, right? They don't have much technical experience. So for their marketing, they say, okay, we need to release this on this day.
This day, because they are setting their deadline without talking with the developers.
Yes, without talking with the developers, without defining the scope and everything. And the developers are like, this date? Wow. So yeah, I heard that by developing Cyberpunk, people were forced to work on 6 to 7 day weeks for about an year or two, right? Continuously.
When thinking about a situation like that, it's not a good thing. Like the Chinese market makes iPhones.
Yeah.
That thing it's not going to talk right now because it's just a hidden story. But
Yeah,
somehow the world know that because the Chinese people are working very hard.
Yeah.
They don't have deadlines because every second is the deadline.
Yeah, but this is different because making a smartphone, okay, I'm not saying it's a good thing to do that to people. These are human beings, but when it comes to manufacturing in the manufacturing line, you sometimes have to put a chip like that. You have small tasks.
So I'm okay with that, but that kind of human labor is not a good thing.
Yeah, human labor is not a good thing, but the chance of getting that thing wrong is quite small because you are just doing something small repeatedly. So it's hardwired into your brain. But this is development we are talking about.
Yeah.
So everything we have to think. We have to think clearly.
From A to Z, idea is something which was created inside the brain.
Yes, exactly. So we are all the time. Development means all the time we are building a solution to a problem.
Yeah.
Right? All the time we are building a solution to a problem.
It's not like we are creating some instrument or some structure using Legos.
Exactly. And also every software we make, now in our history, we know that every software we make is unique.
Yeah.
And they have challenges.
One challenge from one software is not equal to another challenge from another software.
Yeah,
so it's
totally
always
different.
It's unique.
Yes.
And totally different.
Definitely. You see, yes, we can reuse the experience and components from older software, but if you are like us now, our company, Reefcode, we are in the, we can't say bleeding edge, but we are trying to incorporate most of the new technologies to our new and stable technologies to our development work. So when it comes to that, every day we need to learn, every day there's something new.
Because the best experience I had was the experience with that, what was that package? React hooks.
React hook form.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there was an update, but it was very big impact for us.
6 to 7.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
I'm not sure about the versions, but the update was a mess.
Yes.
So we have to redesign everything from the beginning to it.
So yeah, it's like that. Anyway, that's one thing. So setting deadlines. When we are, as a client, we are recording this video, this session is for the clients mostly, not for the developers. As a client, right, we need to make sure that the people who do the work have plenty of time to deliver quality work. Otherwise, we can't expect quality work from them.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
To build a quality product, we need to give them enough time.
Because like I said, we can just do the same work within 1 hour or 10 hours.
Yeah.
But somehow, the in between time, let's say it's 4 or 5 hours, it's very good for developer. Just we can say it's kind of a simple task, maybe a huge or complex one. But somehow, when comparing 1 hour and 10 hours, 5 hours of ours is enough for thinking and doing the same thing, facing some bugs, fixing them likewise.
Yeah. So, first point, rushing a development, it never works. And
But I have a point because rushing development is good when it comes to a very big organization. So think there are 1,000 developers. So we can just say you have to do only that one. So if we can rush them, we can just take a good output. But when it comes to a company like
rushing means not rushing in the sense pushing them to their limits, right? They are to their breaking points. I see it as increasing the productivity, right?
yes,
Anytime if you are developing, you need to be in a good free mind. Otherwise, you are going to produce crap. So yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, so and when we are talking about speed, we have to talk about these also. Now, when one of the biggest mistakes clients make was right when setting deadlines, they think okay, you develop the code, that's it. But
Yes.
no, before that we have to plan it, right? We have to put considerable amount of time to plan, right? Otherwise, let's say okay, we have a good idea. Right? Client comes to us, I have a good idea like this, and if we ask him another day, he have a different idea, right?
Yes.
He changed stuff, right? So
So
everything need to be
sometimes the
documented.
client don't have any good idea, not just a
Yeah.
big idea.
Mhm.
They don't have any proper idea. So they first day they're telling you have to do this, only this thing.
Yes.
After 2 or 3 days, they can say, so you have to add this
Yeah.
and that likewise.
Yes.
So it's kind of giving so much pressure for the developers.
Yeah. Actually, no. If we are following an agile method, we can incorporate those changes. But even in agile, let's say we are taking a sprint, a set of tasks. We have planned those set of tasks before starting the development.
Yes.
After that, we can see okay, if the client needs a different feature than what we have planned, not already developed, then we can incorporate that.
Yes.
That won't
Especially
be a
we can
problem.
manage that. Because
Yeah.
if we can do a proper way, most of them we can save some time
Yeah.
because we already complete that one.
Mhm.
So after that one we can move for a new task.
Yes.
It's not going to be a pressure for anyone because we
Yes.
already know what will be the idea or what will be the output.
Definitely. So.
And I have something from my friend's experience.
Mhm.
The client want, when it comes the first time,
Mhm.
client said that he want on this technology.
Mhm.
After few months, again he said he don't like that technology. I need a new one because they
That's
are.
a completely different kind of a scenario. Anyway,
So
yeah.
that's why I want to say that sometimes clients don't have any idea
Mhm.
about what will be the output or what will be the product.
Yeah.
He wants some features. Any developer have to do that thing. So after some time, clients say another thing. So
Yeah.
all the developers just need to convert
Yeah.
everything for another framework or something like that.
Yeah, come to think of that, now talking about the technology, that's also a good point. Now, when picking a technology, there's no, I don't believe there's a 100% good technology for a certain
Proper
task.
stack.
Right. There's no 100% good technology. It depends on what we are building and with whom we are building, the developers, and where we are hosting and those stuff. There are a lot of things we have to consider about that. Scale of the project, how big we are going to go, and what are the features we are going to implement. So based on that, we have to pick the stack. Now, one main thing we are forgetting is when picking the stack, we need to make sure that the people who are working on it, the developers, are familiar with that, right?
If not,
Or
it
if we
will
are,
be a big mistake.
yeah, if we are, we have to hire another team with the equal level expertise on that chosen stack. Let's say there's a team who have built apps for 10 years in JavaScript,
Yeah.
right? We are giving them a project, okay, do this in Java. They might be experts. They might be experts in JavaScript. They might have developed really good software, but the software they are going to build in Java, that's going to be crap.
Sometimes we can just think about they don't know any line.
Yeah.
Even for a hello world.
Yeah.
So it will be a big mess.
Anyway, the other point is, okay, we talked about planning.
Yeah.
Then there's development. Then one crucial point we are missing is the QA part, the quality assurance
Yeah.
part.
Because it is a must
Yes, definitely.
when developing something. Because without any proper QA, we can deliver something.
Yeah.
But if someone or the client is going to say this is not a good feature, this is not a good feature, I
Yeah.
don't need that one likewise.
Yeah. Always test. So that's the main thing. There are two ways we can do that. One is we can write tests in the code, right? That's the best way actually.
It's very good
Yes,
point.
you
It's the best way.
Yeah, you can automate the testing process in that way.
So already we can use some kind of libraries. So like, nice.
Yes,
There
like
are so
Cypress
many.
and those stuff. Or we can use testers, QA people,
Especially human beings.
human beings. Yeah, I think a mix of both need to be there.
Yes, it's very good. I believe that it's very good when we can test using some kind of a library or software within the development time. But before it reaches the client,
Yeah,
the very best way is using some human beings or some QAs,
yeah.
QA persons to QA that software or the tool.
Definitely. And when we talk about writing tests, then again we are coming to the documentation part, the planning part.
Yes.
Without knowing the proper scope, we can't write the test. The test should describe the scope.
Definitely.
The test describe what the app should do. So that's the main point. Something many developers skip is the test. Now if we have written the test, let's say we do refactoring or add a new feature, sometimes it might break in other places. We don't know. But if we have written tests with one simple command, we can see whether they have broken or not.
That's why I told you when developing, its best way is using libraries.
Yeah.
Before reaching the client, is the best way is to use QA persons.
Yes, we also had to put a QA person sometimes because we need to see what's really happening, because these technical
Because
libraries,
the end user will be a human.
yeah,
Because
yes, definitely. So if it is not working for a human, then no point.
it's not going to be a proper one.
Definitely, that's the main thing, right? And for all this to happen, there's another point. Okay, for all this to happen, what I see is when during the development part, everyone need to be in the same team. The client
Yes.
and the developer, they need to act as one whole team. That sometimes many projects fail because clients
It's not
think,
sometimes, it's every time.
yeah,
Most of the time.
most of the time, because clients think they are a separate team. Okay,
Because they think I have the idea or else I will invest the money, so
Yeah.
they should do that one.
Yeah,
Because sometimes client don't have any idea, those don't have any idea,
yeah.
then it's going to be a collapse.
Someone make a mistake, then everyone starts to bark at each other and push the mistake to the other person.
So they are passing everything.
Yeah, that doesn't work, because as a team, everyone need to figure out what's going to happen, what need to do. So if we only do like that, things are going to be a success. Otherwise,
It's not just a success, it will be a very quick product.
yes,
Because there will be no bugs, there will be no issues.
yeah,
So product is perfect, and finally we can deliver, not just we, everyone can deliver before the deadline.
definitely. Now the main thing I see is, now if when something goes wrong, everyone puts the blame to the developers.
Yes.
Everyone put the blame to the people who are doing the work.
Because
Right?
they believe
Yeah.
Dev is the one for
Yes,
everything.
definitely.
He's just kind of a god.
Exactly. So yeah, that's wrong, completely wrong. There are many ways things can go wrong.
Because if the message is not the one which is
Yeah.
delivering to the
Yeah.
developer, it not the error with the
yeah,
developer.
the client gives shitty instructions, then the developer is going to
The
do
same shit.
same shit. So client need to give proper instructions. Project manager need to be a good person who manage everything. The project manager, there's another thing. Okay, some project managers think, okay, their role is to deliver stuff to the client's deadline.
Just
That's
deliver the
that's
message
it.
and the product.
Yeah, he doesn't care what the developers face, whether they are suffering or anything. He just want to deliver the product.
Just
No.
to deliver.
Yeah, he's here to manage the project. If the developers say, okay, this can't be done in this amount of time, he need to communicate that with the client and find a middle ground, right?
Definitely,
He
the
need to
project
solve
manager
issues.
should have to think about that. Especially when someone say we need some time.
Yeah.
Let's say the deadline is tomorrow, and
Yeah.
they will say we don't have to complete on that tomorrow because we need some time.
Yeah.
There are some bugs.
Yeah.
So the project manager have to think, okay, they are saying that they have some bugs, so I just need to give the message to the client
Yeah.
in a proper way.
Yes.
Not
definitely.
just telling that we cannot deliver on tomorrow, we need some days.
Yeah.
But that the one should have give the message on a proper way.
He need to negotiate.
Yes.
and balance everything out. Negotiation, that's the main point. So
But it should be a proper and formal way.
Yeah,
Not
definitely.
just telling that we need some time likewise.
Yeah. So that can, okay, let's say you are a client, you have put millions of money to a project, and okay, the project manager comes and say, hey, we can't do it. We can't do it by the time we define. What? Yeah, because we need to think from the client side also. Now, if you are a big client, okay, you are going to release something, you are going to tell everyone, okay, I'm going to release this. He is going to tell his clients that,
Because
okay,
the client, most of the time, client have so many responsibilities
yes,
to take.
he is also in pressure because he have clients waiting for the product, right? So we need to think
And
about that
especially
also.
we have to think about the money, because he's
Definitely.
investing so many millions
Definitely.
on just for one product. So we can say it's kind of, the client can say it's kind of an app. So devs can do that in 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
Because that guy spent millions of money on that.
Yeah.
It's not the point. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, if we summarize everything, I think we have talked for a bit of a long time rather than what I have
Expected.
actually. There's a lot to talk in this topic. So when we are developing anything, any product, we need to think about quality also, not just the speed. So that's the main summary of this talk. So one thing is do not rush the development, right? Second thing is have proper planning, right? And third thing is have a good management, right? Manage the project well, otherwise it's going to be shit. And the third thing is do proper quality assurance tests and everything. And the fifth thing, something we forgot. How about the code quality?
Yes.
From
I think it's
the
the main
project
point.
the project we inherited, what we saw is code quality should be checked thoroughly.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Because we cannot deliver anything with comments and console logs likewise.
Don't mistake, comments need to be there.
Yes, comments need to be there, but
not the huge chunks of code commented.
it's because it's a good code. You don't have to say using a commit. In this function, this will happen.
Yeah.
If it's a good code or just a quality code, anyone can understand that.
Anyone can understand it. No, what you meant was by saying comments. What we saw in that project was commenting
It's
of
not
big
just
chunks
a
of
comment.
code.
It's kind of a story.
Yeah. Anyway, code need to be clean, because at the end of the day, even if we come and check that code in 2 or 3 months, we should be able to read it, right?
Definitely.
Even someone else comes in, they need to be able to read it and understand.
My idea is if some kind of experienced guy, let's say us or someone, just think you are an experienced developer. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you write a code. If a noob came to the company as a fresh guy, if he can understand the code without any idea, without having any idea on that point, it's a great code.
It's a great code, yes.
Definitely it's a great code.
Yes. So I think I'm quite satisfied with the project we are doing right now, our internal stuff.
Yes.
The way it's going, I think mainly thanks to the frameworks we are using right now, the new Next.js.
Definitely, we have to say that when we are think about a project, not just about the time and the rest of things, we have to think about especially the frameworks, libraries.
Definitely. The technology we discussed.
Especially
about
the
that
technology.
also. Yeah, and at the very end, everyone need to be able
In
to
a
work
single
as a
team.
team. Yes. So
Just a one mind for every project.
Exactly. So that's it. That's the main stuff we need to discuss today.
And there are plenty more things to discuss, but this is not the good time. This is not a good time because this took
actually
so
we
much
can
more.
discuss in future videos about this.
Definitely.
Yeah. So for a client, we as developers, we are saying for a client, okay, we have experience working on projects
Several projects. With several clients.
for many years. So from our experience, what we are saying is you need to have quality over speed, Yes, definitely you need to have good deadline, good timeline, but you need to communicate well with the developers and the team, and then as a whole give a proper plan and execute it. Then while executing, the project managers, they should be able to execute it properly, right?
Sometimes I feel that without a project manager, project can be done somehow.
Without a project manager, how?
Because sometimes project manager is the middleman.
Yeah.
So if the message is okay,
Mhm.
everything is going to be okay. But if something happen within the message,
Yeah.
within the passing time,
Yeah.
passing time,
No, actually, what I think is a project manager should be there.
should be there,
Right.
a good one,
A good one.
one who can understand everything.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess, a total mess. Yeah. So right, that's it. So I think with this information, clients will stop over exhausting the developer community, and also the clients, in the other hand, they will get better products if they follow these guidelines we just talked about. So yeah, the world will be a better place, right?
I have to say there should be clients, there should be developers, there should be project, there should be everyone.
Yeah,
But with everyone, you have to work with a different approach.
definitely.
Because when we are planning a project, you should have within one mind. The whole team should have in one mind.
Yes.
Without that, no one can think about a better or a
Good
project or a product, anything.
Definitely. So yeah, that's it. If you have other ideas you need us to discuss like this, you can comment it in our video.
And especially if you have some other questions,
Yeah.
just put it in a comment.
Yeah, we can do a live session also like this, no?
Yeah.
One day. Yeah. We'll see what we can do. Yeah.
But the question is, if you are going to have a live session, it will be a big one.
Yeah. And also, if you are a developer, especially from Sri Lanka, you can check our other channel, Sailor Talks channel, where
And
we
especially you are
have done
like
a
to
lot of
learn
videos.
something new,
Yeah.
just take it.
Yes, definitely.
There are plenty of frameworks, plenty of anything you want. There will be many things you can
Yeah,
learn.
definitely. Then, everyone, see you. Bye.
So see you. Have a nice day.